to put any emphasis on that from countries outside Norway. I think it was a very Norwegian election with Norwegian participants.
Well, I will say this, there is collusion, but it's really with the Democrats and the Russians, far more than it is with the Republicans and the Russians. So the witch hunt continues. John, go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. President. I also have a question for the Prime Minister, but if I could address the President first. Sarah brought up the Russia investigation. Your legal teams have told us, believes that in the next few weeks, the Special Counsel Robert Mueller will ask for some sort of an interview with you. Your legal team believes as part of wrapping up his investigation. Are you open to meeting with him? Would you be willing to meet with him without condition, or would you demand that a strict set of parameters be placed around any encounter between you and the Special Counsel?
Well, again, John, there has been no collusion between the Trump campaign and Russians, or Trump and Russians. No collusion. When I watch you interviewing all the people leaving their committees, I mean, the Democrats are all running for office and they're trying to say this, that, but bottom line, they all say there's no collusion. And there is no collusion. And when you talk about interviews, Hillary Clinton had an interview where she wasn't sworn in, she wasn't given the oath, they didn't take notes, they didn't record, and it was done on the 4th of July weekend. That's perhaps ridiculous, and a lot of people looked upon that as being a very serious breach, and it really was. But again, I'll speak to attorneys. I can only say this, there was absolutely no collusion. Everybody knows it. Every committee. I've been in office now for 11 months. For 11 months, they've had this phony cloud over this administration, over our government. And it has hurt our government. It does hurt our government. It's a Democrat hoax that was brought up as an excuse for losing an election that, frankly, the Democrats should have won because they have such a tremendous advantage in the Electoral College. So it was brought up for that reason. But it has been determined that there is no collusion, and by virtually everybody. So we'll see what happens.
But again, would you be open to?
We'll see what happens. I mean, certainly I'll see what happens. But when they have no collusion, and nobody's found any collusion at any level, it seems unlikely that you'd even have an interview.
And Madam Prime Minister, Norway shares a small but strategic border with Russia. President Trump's position has been it's better to try to work with Vladimir Putin, if possible, than to work against him. Where do you come down on that idea? Better to work with Putin than to not work with him?
Well, I think Russia is an important player in the international world, and I don't think you can not work with and talk to. But on the other hand, it's important to say that we have aligned with all the sanctions as the European Union has done, and as a member connected both in NATO and interconnected to that. And we have also suffered some economic difficulties in some areas in Norway based on those sanctions. But on the other hand, we have a very good relationship with Russia over that border area, where we do have very much free movement of people, especially for people moving to Israel. We have very large cooperation on sustainable fisheries. It's the biggest cod area in the world with a sustainable resource, and we do patrol it, we do work together. So we think it's important to do two things at the same time. Yes, the international law is firm and clear. There was a break of that through the annexation of Crimea and the situation in Ukraine, and we do stand by all of our allies with that. But at the same time, as a neighboring country, we do day-to-day work on things that we have to solve for the people and the economic activity that is in that area, and which is a fragile area for the whole globe.
Just to add to the answer, I think it is much better to work with Russia. It's very much better having to do with North Korea, where we currently have a problem that should have never been my problem. This should have been a problem solved many years ago when it was much less dangerous, but it was given to me along with a big mess of other things. But I will say this, I am for massive oil and gas and everything else and a lot of energy. Putin can't love that. I am for the strongest military that the United States ever had. Putin can't love that. But Hillary was not for a strong military, and Hillary, my opponent, was for windmills. And she was for other types of energy that don't have the same capacities at this moment, certainly. So I just want to say that it's a lot better to work with other countries. We're working with China or North Korea. We're working with various other countries, and I think we're doing very well. We had a great talk, as you know, and as you reported. We had a great talk this morning with President Moon, and I think that a lot of good things are happening. We're going to see what happens. But working with other countries, whether it's Russia or China or India or any of the countries that surround this world and encompass this world, that's a good thing, John. That's not a bad thing. That's a very good thing. Okay? Okay, go ahead.
From Aftenposten.
Mr. President, Prime Minister, Norway strongly supports the Paris Agreement and have expressed regret that you have decided to leave it. What could persuade you to remain, and what kind of common ground did you find in your talks today on this topic?
Well, it wasn't a major topic, I must tell you. We talked about other things, including mostly trade, but I will say that the Paris Agreement as drawn and as we signed was very unfair to the United States. It put great penalties on us. It made it very difficult for us to deal in terms of business. It took away a lot of our asset values. We are a country rich in gas and coal and oil and lots of other things, and there was a tremendous penalty for using it. It hurt our businesses. According to some estimates, we would have had to close businesses in order to qualify by 2025, whereas, as an example, China, by 2030, they don't kick in until 2030. Russia, someplace in the mid-1990s, that was their standard, and that was never a good standard because that was a dirty standard for the environment. It treated the United States very unfairly, and frankly, it's an agreement that I have no problem with, but I had a problem with the agreement that they signed because, as usual, they made a bad deal. So we could conceivably go back in, but I say this, we are very strong on the environment. I feel very strongly about the environment. Our EPA and our EPA commissioners are very, very powerful in the sense that they want to have clean water, clean air, but we also want businesses that can compete. And the Paris Accord really would have taken away our competitive edge. And we're not going to let that happen. I'm not going to let it happen.
If I just might add that there are business opportunities in this, as we talked about during this, because we have strict regulations on to reach our Paris targets. That means that we have very strong policies for environmental friendly and climate friendly technologies, and which is no part of why the United States now have a surplus in the economy towards Norway. So you never miss up on a good opportunity with good environmental standards.
One of the great assets of Norway is a thing called water, and they have tremendous hydropower, tremendous. In fact, most of your energy or your electricity is produced by hydro. But hydropower is fantastic, and it's a great asset that you have. Thank you. Great honor. Thank you.
President Trump listening to another question, but now taking on a joint news conference with the Prime Minister of Norway, Erna Solberg. A couple of things standing out from the president on the issue of North Korea. The president, only about a week ago, was taunting Kim Jong-un about the size of his nuclear button. There's saying some good energy is coming out of North Korea, and that there was some very good feedback in his conversation with South Korea's President Moon with regard to their negotiations with North Korea. Also standing out, the president still not seeing a lot of daylight between the issue of Russian influence in the election and the investigation into possible collusion. By my count, 7 times he denied there was any collusion. He mentioned Hillary Clinton 3 times in his answers. Let's go to Hallie Jackson right now. Hallie, what stood out to you?
It's worth noting, Lester, as you pull out that thread of what you heard from the president's news conference there, that at no point was he asked specifically about collusion. Instead, he was asked about whether he would, in fact, do an unconditional interview in person with the special counsel, Robert Mueller, if asked. What we heard again today, which we have heard before, was the president pivot away from that question, saying simply, we will see what happens, and then casting doubt on whether that interview should even happen if, in fact, Robert Mueller requests it. So that is one of the notable things, one of the headlines that came out of what is frankly a fairly new interview or news conference for Donald Trump. He also, on the topic of Russia, and you mentioned it, brought up his former political opponent, Hillary Clinton, still referring to her as my opponent, the person that he beat in the 2016 election, talking about her, for example, energy policies when he was asked about his stance toward Russia. I also want to touch on another headline that came out of this, in addition to the ones related to Russia, and that is the one about immigration, because you heard the president reiterate now, very definitively, that he will not accept any kind of solution on DACA, that program that protects roughly 800,000 undocumented immigrants brought to this country illegally when they were younger. He would not accept anything related to DACA to extend that program unless it includes a border wall, money for a border wall. What we have heard from the president is a bit of a backing away of a promise he made on the campaign trail, talking about a wall from coast to coast, a physical structure. It seems as though the president has realized what a lot of lawmakers here in Washington have been saying privately and publicly for a while now, which is that any kind of physical structure coast to coast would be, frankly, logistically unrealistic, and instead it would have to be a combination of technology and other means of border security. Lester, you mentioned the North Korea comments as well. Obviously, it was all eyes on the peninsula, just a month away from the Winter Olympics now. The president taking a bit of a tone toward Kim Jong-un after the button tweet that you referenced. What he didn't talk about was another tweet today in which he railed again against the Russian investigations. You saw that tweet, and he referred to it again today, calling that investigation a witch hunt, as he put it, and saying Republicans should finally take control. It's not clear what the president means by that, given Republicans do have control of Congress. Lester.
Hallie Jackson, very good. Quickly, we want to go to Casey Hunt. Well, Casey, back to this issue of immigration. The president sounded a lot more definitive on what he will and will not go for than he did yesterday in that open meeting with Republicans and Democrats.
I think the question in the wake of this news conference, and you're right, is very unequivocal in saying,
I have 5
no,
minutes after
not
12.
find something that doesn't include funding for the border wall.
Good.
That begs the question, what is he defining as a border wall? There are Democrats up on Capitol Hill who are more than willing to go along and have supported bills in the past that would enhance security along the southern border. And there are different needs along different pieces of that border, and obviously each section of that border has a representative here in Congress who has strong feelings, and those feelings are currently being expressed. I will say, I think this afternoon there has been a note of optimism here on Capitol Hill in the negotiations. They have been ongoing all afternoon. A bipartisan group of senators were meeting behind closed doors in Dick Durbin's office, who's the #2 Democrat in the Senate and somebody who cares very much about this issue. And he and Senator Jeff Flake, Republican of Arizona, Senator Lindsey Graham, they all came out of the meeting and said that they feel like they're making progress. They're getting closer. Some even setting an ambitious timeline of potentially releasing a proposal tonight. So I think the question is going to be, does what the president said today impact, derail what seems to be a positive set of negotiations, or is this something that they're able to take in stride?
Casey Hunt, thanks for your analysis. We're going to continue to follow developments throughout the day. Stay with MSNBC and NBCNews.com. I'll be back with a complete wrap-up and details on NBC Nightly News. For now, I'm Lester Holt, NBC News, New York. Have a good afternoon.
I think you need to stick to the Shirley Temples.
What do you say?
I think you need to stick to those Shirley Temples.
I am dealing with my issues. I'm in counseling with Eric over at the Horton Center. Believe me, I'm committed to getting the help I need. I'm glad to hear that.
I'm not doing nothing right now.
As Wally in my life.
Not.
No, I don't want to mess up the chance.
Okay, fine.
If you ever need someone to talk to, someone who gets what it's like to be a cop, call me. I appreciate that. Thank you. Your discretion.
He's the one that threw you under the bus, dude.
All I know is that I love JJ. And I want to be with him. I don't want to have this other man's baby. I mean, he's a nice guy, but this would blow both of our worlds up. And he doesn't deserve that.
Again, let's focus on you and what's best for you. And maybe that means exploring your options.
An abortion. I don't think that's an option for me.
There's adoption.
I can't believe this is happening.
You know what, Lonnie? You're overwhelmed, and you're confused, and you're afraid. But you're not alone, okay? And this is the very earliest stages of this pregnancy, so you have time. Time to really think about what you want.
I'm happy for Andre. I think he's pretty smitten with Kate, whether he wants to admit it or not.
Okay, before you go all hearts and flowers, Kate and Andre, those two will do whatever it takes to get what they want.
You really think there's some kind of game going on there?
That's too early to tell, but the only person I'm concerned with, as of this moment, is Stefan.
It's gone. Good is gone. I mean, if you and I work with Kate and Andre, that's it. And Vivian too.
That's great. I love your optimism. Baby, but you also said I'm glad that you had each other.
Can you start in the Maybe I wash your back and you can wash mine?
That's very tempting, but
Wait, are you turning me down?
No,
You're not
I'm not turning down. I'm rain checking.
Okay, where are you going?
Where I'm going, I gotta go back. I'm going to dig up some dirt on Stefan.
Just be in this bed by myself.
Yeah, you can't leave. I'm not working with this man.
Wait, you know, we can talk this out. I'm sure we can reach some kind of an agreement.
Could you excuse us?
Sure, why not? Gabriella, whatever your personal feelings for me are, choose wisely. Because I promise you, you'll be in better hands with me than you will be with Chad.
Man, it is insufferable. Look, you will not be working with him directly. You're going to be working with us.
We launch tomorrow. Gabby Chic is going to be a sensation. The man will honor your vision. We're going to treat you like family.
I'm not sure that's a selling point, given your history. Yeah, let's talk outside. Okay.
Yes, talk to Kate. I'll be right here waiting. Hold that trigger to make you one very, very successful and rich young lady. What?
How are things going? Anything I need to know?
Oh, everything's just going extraordinarily well. Except for your stupid son who happened to just jeopardize all of our plans.
Next up,
Wonder what he did.
who didn't overpay for designer glasses, and all because she went to America's Best. Allison was sporting 7 For All Mankind designer frames, which she just picked up alongside some striking Sofia Vergara's. She got both pairs of glasses and a free eye exam for just $69.95. Work it, girl. Okay, work it a little less, Mickey. The designer sales event is not just a better deal, it's America's Best. Hurry, sale ends soon. I like this beat.
It's the Phillips lady.
Anyone ever have occasional constipation, diarrhea, gas, or bloating?
She does.
Help defend against those digestive issues. Take Phillips Colon Health Probiotic Caps daily with 3 types of good bacteria. 400 likes? Wow. Try Phillips Colon
Apparently,
Health.
TC was sick too.
Another anti-wrinkle cream in no hurry to make anything happen. Neutrogena Rapid Wrinkle Repair works in just 1 day with the fastest retinol formula to visibly reduce wrinkles. Neutrogena.
Depression is a tangle of multiple symptoms. They can make you sad, feel tired, and have difficulty concentrating. Trintellix is a prescription medication for depression. It may help you take a step forward in improving your depression. Tell your healthcare professional right away if your depression worsens or you have unusual changes in mood, behavior, or thoughts of suicide. Antidepressants can increase these in children, teens, and young adults. Do not take with MAOIs. Tell your healthcare professional about your medications, including migraine, psychiatric, and depression medications, to avoid a potentially life-threatening condition. Increased risk of bleeding or bruising may occur, especially if taken with NSAID pain relievers, aspirin, or blood thinners. Manic episodes or vision problems may occur in some people. May cause low sodium levels. The most common side effects were nausea, constipation, and vomiting. Ask your healthcare professional if it's time for a change to Trintelix.
Delicious pasta marinara. But Birdseye made it from zucchini. Mashed potatoes and rice. But made from cauliflower.
Looks like I need a fork.
Oh no. Ow. Birdseye Veggie Made. So veggie good.
If your skin had a wash tag, what would it say?
80% glowing, 50% freckled.
No matter your skin type, all skin deserves gentleness. That's why Dove is sulfate-free. The #1 body wash recommended by dermatologists.
They appear out of muckware as secret visitors.
Hallucinations and delusions, the unknown parts of living with Parkinson's.
What plots they unfold, only on my mind.
Over 50% of people with Parkinson's will experience hallucinations or delusions during the course of their disease. If your loved one is experiencing these symptoms, talk to your Parkinson's specialist. There are treatment options that can help.
My visitors should be the ones I want to see.
Friday, Blind Spot returns with a bombshell.
I'm leaving.
Then, the season premiere of Taken on its new night. They took your little girl. I'm not gonna stop until I get her back. It all starts Friday on NBC.
She can barely make it through the day.
I'm most concerned about kidney function. One is failing, the other one's right behind. The drug is 10 grand a month out of pocket.
The transplant list can take months. How much is in the bill?
30 grand can take?
How can you use that money?
We have to do this ourselves to help your little girl.
This is life or death. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a robbery!
Premieres February 26th on NBC.
Stefan threw his ego in Gabriella's face and managed to completely alienate her.
I'll talk to him.
No, you don't do anything.
He'll listen to me.
But at risk tipping our hand. Now, the best course of action is to give Kate a chance to fix this.
This is
Gabby Chic?
incredible. I mean, all the products that I've endorsed, they're here. Are you kidding? I just talked about this yesterday.
I want you to know that I am committed to you. I am committed to Gabby Chic. I am willing to dedicate myself 100% to making your brand a household name.
Just please, be loud. Kate, this isn't about you, okay? I trust you. I completely trust you. Andre, he doesn't even like me. And Stefan, I mean, come on. The show that him and his mother staged at the New Year's Eve party, screwing Chad out of being CEO. I can't trust a man like that.
Stefan, he's a him. He's a DeMira. But between us, we can manage him. We manage Nick, right? That's not funny. Honey, stop. Look, I have watched you grow from a troubled, confused young woman into this force of nature that you are right now. I'm so happy for you and everything you've accomplished. And I'm excited. I'm excited for the future, for your future, and I want to be a part of it. Let's do this together. Let's do it.
I chose DeMera because of you.
And stay at DeMera because of me. Stefan is going to be big trouble. I know that. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. If Stefan or anyone else gets out of line, we're just going to throw him in the river.
Oh, you're dumb.
Got your message. So urgent. What's up?
John, I ask you for your help.
No, wait a minute. Oh, no way. Rewind that back.
Special nights, abdominal pain, and diarrhea. Oh, it's my ass.
No, that's good. Now, when John and Chad meet up, let's see if you notice what I noticed.
Got your message. Sounded urgent. What's up?
John, I need to ask you for your
Oh,
help.
he just shaved.
Exactly.
Huh.
Remember our special night? Abdominal pain and
Man, that boy goes straight to her office.
No shit.
Sorry. We've got another plan. Your recurring
We missed a lot while the president was
No kidding.
talking.
He must have used Gabby's, some of Gabby's stuff.
You're totally ready for life.
Oh, funny. Ow!
They heard me. I said I liked him with that facial hair.
So they put it back. They said, all right, glue that shit back on.
Now, Chris Snyder likes it, so let's
How clean do you
put it
feel
back
after
on.
going to the bathroom? Let's ask the experts.
I feel as clean as a little white tiny kitten.
That's because only Cottonelle has clean ripple texture, designed to clean better. How Cottonelle do you feel?
Hate changing your cat's litter? Then change your cat's litter to Arm & Hammer Slide. The amazing litter that slides out without scraping or scrubbing and guarantees a 7-day odor-free home. So slide on over to Arm & Hammer.
My healthy routine helps me feel my best. So I add Activia yogurt to my day. With its billions of live and active probiotics, Activia may help support my digestive health, so I can take on my day. Activia, now in probiotic dailies.
When heartburn hits, fight back fast with Tums Smoothies. It starts dissolving the instant it touches your tongue and neutralizes stomach acid at the source. Smoothies, only from Tums.
I love reading all of your posts about the new Weight Watchers Freestyle program. Stephanie B here says, freestyle is freedom to choose and flexibility to live. I agree with you, Stephanie. How much easier is it now to go to any restaurant and eat almost anything? Brittany Ivy says, simple freestyle is free.
The new Weight Watchers Freestyle program has over 200 foods that are 0 points. Now you can count less and enjoy more.
I kind of got her spot, so she's
to January
getting in your spot.
Thursday is a night of great comedy that critics can't get enough of.
There's so much I need to tell you. Pause, I love the braids. Play.
I know something. I really don't care.
Popularity Superstore, followed by A Fortune Treasure, The Good Place. Then, one of TV's greatest comic creations, Will and Grace, is back in its groove and better than ever. And one of the best comedies of the year, Great News. All new comedy tomorrow on NBC.
Hey, Sam, what's going on?
Well, I'm just trying to get to know every inch of the studio, and this way I can see without actually seeing.
Do you want me to test you?
Sure.
Golden Globe level prep. Sorry I'm late.
Oh, baby. Yeah, you glad to make it?
I am starving.
Yeah.
See. Wow. Rowan really made some changes on this menu.
Who's he trying to impress?
I think I have an idea.
I can't wait to hear.
About an empty stomach. Here, what appeals to you?
You can't see it.
You know, baby, I'm not a big fan of change. I'm gonna stick with my usual.
It's starting to be a habit.
I thought you went to the office.
I forgot a file.
You thought it would be in my room?
I need to see you in my office in an hour. Try not to be late.
Look, you might be the CEO of Demera, and Chad and I work for you, but our relationship with you is strictly professional. This room happens to be our personal space, so I'd appreciate it if you would respect that and stay the hell away.
I'm guessing you heard that Vivian Allemaine's back in town.
Yeah, bad news travels fast. I heard she has a long-lost son. Stefano's the father?
That's what they're claiming.
You don't believe him?
You know her history with telling the truth.
Well, the woman knows how to wreak havoc.
Started. Plus, Stephanie's been the CEO, and I need to be able to prove that he and Vivian are behind things.
Well, good news. Gabby has decided to stay with Countess Lenina.
I knew you'd make a good choice.
Well, just to be clear, I only answer to Kate.
Oh, of course. And what a partnership we will make. You know what, I should check with Chair to make sure that our IPO launch is on schedule.
Thank you so much. Once again, you're not going to be sorry.
I hope not.
I'll have this sent to your workroom. Not quite the enthusiasm I was hoping for.
Yeah, but she's staying. We should be thankful for that.
I knew you were going to close the deal.
And I really appreciate you trusting me to do that.
Well, trust is the foundation of a good marriage.
Gabby, hey.
I did it. I chose Tamara.
That's great.
I hope so.
I think this calls for a celebration. I'll see you later. Ronnie? Hey. Everything okay?
Depends. What your perspective okay is.
No, it depends on what you think about becoming a new daddy.
Elizabeth is back. She's determined to find Tom's killer.
If you don't answer my questions, I'll kill you.
NSDU. A sick girl is assaulted.
She was diagnosed with muscular dystrophy.
But the real story is much sicker than you think.
I'm a good mother.
And on Chicago PD, 6 women go missing.
They're probably locked in some basement.
Now, only this witness can see them. Baby Joe. So why won't she talk? All new tonight on NBC. This February, the world unites to feel the warmth of the Olympic spirit. The Winter Olympics begin February 8th on NBC. Put the power of live TV in your phone. Watch NBC7 Live wherever you are in your favorite NBC shows whenever you want. Just install, sign in, and use. Get the NBC7 app now.
Learning you have a condition. Moving to a new city. Caring for your parents. These are moments when people realize that where you get your medicine matters.
And they look to us, CVS Pharmacy.
For advice and ways to save money.
Plus, get up to 50 extra bucks each year just for filling prescriptions.
Switching is easy
Join us.
at CVS Pharmacy, including the ones at Target.
Boyer's Kitchen Cabinets is San Diego's original cabinet refacer. We have the largest selection of high-quality finishes, hardware, and materials, including unique products you won't find anywhere else. Don't replace, reface. Go for a free in-home estimate. Boyer's Kitchen Cabinets.
Are you currently taking an antidepressant and still experiencing symptoms of depression? XL Research has several new clinical research studies of investigational drugs for depression that may be of interest to you. Call XL Research 760-758-2222.
Reading labels to know if a food really fits your diet. 4.
This is a test of the emergency alert system. This is only a test. This has been a test of the emergency alert system.
We're live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
One thing that you and I have that is special, that is just you and me. Not all of us. Not me and Randall, not me and Kate.
Kevin, stop. I'm flustered, and it's not kind of you.
What does it make that you love Randall more? You can stop pretending to be cute little thing.
It was easier. He didn't recoil when I touched him, and he wasn't some silly teenager who was angry at me for no reason, and he didn't. And drove away after his father died.
Oh my gosh, it was so powerful last night. This Is Us returned after a 6-week hiatus.
No.
We were so glad to see it back on.
Who was it?
No. Tears. It's been it was brutal. They were in a therapy session for Kevin, and you saw. I mean, it was. Natalie was in that therapy session.
The whole Pearson family, it got real, it got ugly, Mandy, all of them in this. But to watch her shine with this, wow.
Yeah, I mean, of course, Kevin in therapy because he had that DUI. While he was driving, Randall didn't realize Randall's daughter was sitting in the back seat. But he really let loose lots of emotions in that room. It's a total blowout when it comes to the relationships and the family dynamics. Kevin was saying, I was always the one who was left out. I was the one in the middle. Mom, you played favorites with Randall. Jack, Dad played favorites with Kate. So he was like, I was always the one that was sort of kind of trying to figure out, what do I do now? And it's just so sad because it goes back in time and it shows their family vacation, and he feels like the left out little kid. And if you have 3 children, which you do, and I was the middle of the 3 girls.
So for you growing up, what was it?
There's always a child who feels, I mean, I think every parent now, you try to make sure that your kids are loved equally and try to show them the love equally. But there's times where you love one more than the other. There's no situation, right? So I blame my parents at the time for loving my older sister. My dad loved my older sister more. My mom
Natalie said, where are my baby pictures? When you said you were looking back, like, where are all my baby pictures?
Yeah, no, I know. At one point, my sister convinced me I was adopted because I was born in Taiwan. I'm not kidding. It's sad. It's really sad. I confronted my parents about this years later, and they're like, what are you talking about? Where did you get that idea? But yours is homemade. It's funny, the sibling dynamic. I guess my parents didn't have as much, second children, you don't keep every moment and preserve everything, but also I was born in Taiwan in the clinic. My mom didn't make it to the hospital. So that's where we didn't have everything because you kind of just came.
Yeah, and it's not you had your phone, right? But then you had to have the camera and take the pictures and all of that.
With my 3 kids, they'll try to play that. You favor so-and-so, you favor Hayes or Campbell or Charlie. And so it was funny, I had these 2 girls, and there's kind of a 4 or 5 year age gap between my son. I was like, don't play that. The one that's easier, though.
But there is something about the one that's easier or the one that wants to play with you.
Easier.
But they all have their moments with certain things. And now my daughters are in their teenage years, which anybody raising any teenager, please help me. I mean, I think you just hang on tight.
I mean, but how much do you baby little crowd? I mean, 16, a little baby, is always great. I mean,
so he did something the other day, and he
said, somebody woke up on the wrong side of mom's bed. So, but the show is that, and it is so warm, deep, and it just takes you there emotionally. Because we had, where's it? Yes, we played Miguel. And you played it's Miguel, Toby, and Crystal, and Miguel, Toby, and Beth, the Caliche. They all go to the bar, and they're like, yeah, we weren't invited to the family therapy session. So they had their fun. They were so where's the irony here is their own therapy with Kevin over DUI. Here we are at the wedding. Here we are at the bar.
Well, with my husband has 2 sisters, and we call ourselves with their spouses the outlaws. That was the outlaws at the bar last night. Now let's talk a little bit. Franco, he addressed the sexual harassment allegations against him on Colbert last night, saying that they are not accurate. The session was criticized by several activists on Twitter, including Ali Sheedy, who has deleted her tweet. We're at a Time's Up and at the middle of the here's how James responded.
First, I want to say I worked like you support. I was so excited to win, but being in that room that night was incredible. I mean, it was powerful. Incredible voices, and I support change, I support 50-50 in 2020. The things that I heard that were on Twitter are not accurate. a good thing. I support. I can't live if there's restitution to be made. I will make it. So if I've done something wrong, I will fix it. I have to. I think that's how that works. I don't know what else. I don't know what else to do. I mean, as far as the bigger issues, how we do it, I really don't have the answer. I think the point of this whole thing is that we listened. There were, incredible people talking that night. They had a lot to say, and I'm here to listen and learn and change my perspective where it's off. I'm completely willing and I want to.
So whenever he's reached out to the women that are making this, he said, he talked about Ali Sheedy in that interview. He said, look, when I worked with Ali Sheedy, they were kind of played together. I couldn't imagine what he was talking about. So he said he'll make restitution, so I hope he's reached out. And there have been others. There was one young woman, Violet Haley, who I guess on Twitter on Sunday night also took a big tap saying, remember that time you pushed my head towards, body part of yours, and I was 17 at the time. But, so there have been these accusations, and it's disturbing. I'm glad to hear him address it and take it head on. I'm glad Colbert went there with him. Here, and it's just bad. We can talk about restitution too. I think the solution, what some of the actors are saying is, whether or not you did something or not, if there is sort of this umbrella of suspicion around you, or there's, these accusations, why not take this money from the movie and the fame from the movie Disaster Artist, which you won the Golden Globe, and donate it to, I think one actress calling for RAIN to get it, to be, which supports survivors of sexual abuse. And I think that's there are so many things that you can do to say, listen, even if he says, I don't understand what I did, but I'm going to do something about it. I'm going to make restitution. So, okay, put your money where your mouth is and do that. And listen, was a key thing you kept saying there, but I was going to say what's interesting is with the Oscars coming up, the Oscar ballots are open until Friday. So if you saw the Disaster Artist, he won the Golden Globe. He was tremendous in this role.
Yeah.
So is this going to cloud Oscar voters? Could this cloud him winning? And then Casey Affleck, who won the Oscar last year and was in his own trouble. Remember Casey Affleck, he was sued by 2 women in 2010 for sexual harassment. He denies the lawsuits, and they've both been settled. But will Casey come back to present the award?
I don't think Casey will be back to present an award. Usually they do. Whoever wins the Best Actor award comes back and presents the, I believe it's Best Actress award. Yeah. But so
it's a new time, though, Natalie. Interesting to see what James Franco does with that.
Well, part of the Time's Up movement is, of course, to end the gender pay gap or gender, disparity. And celebrities are speaking out in defense of Michelle Williams after it was reported that she was paid 1,000 times less.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
1,000 times less than co-star Mark Wahlberg to reshoot scenes for, ironically, all the money in the world, to replace. Remember when Kevin Spacey was all the accusations against him, and they replaced him with Christopher Plummer. Well, according to the report, Wahlberg earned at least $1.5 million to come back to shoot for about 9 or 10 days.
Oh, shit.
She only got
crud. Yay.
a day, and that's less
That
than
was
$1,000
smart on my
for the
part.
entire length of the reshoot. Well, what's interesting about this, first of all, I don't fault Wahlberg at all, but I applaud Michelle Williams for at the time having the foresight to say, you know what, this involves somebody getting hurt, this involves alleged sexual harassment for other people. I don't want any money for this. I'm not going to take money for this. Maybe Wahlberg, people didn't know, or that was his own deal. He should now take that money and donate it, the 1.5 or whatever. But Amber Tamblyn calls the reported pay gap totally unacceptable. In 2008 says Michelle deserves more than 1% of her male co-star salary. Now in December, Ridley Scott was asked about the reshoot costs, and he said that everyone did it for nothing. Yeah. So he didn't even know about it. But here's what Mark and Michelle told Scott about being asked to come back for our Scott Evans.
Instantly, I said, when I got the phone call with the ask, of course, you can have whatever you want. I'll give you my salary back, I'll give you my Thanksgiving holiday, and then they said, actually, would you want your Thanksgiving holiday? I was like, oh, shoot, I would rather give you my salary than my turkey.
Tell me about the phone call from Ridley. How does it go down? What does he say?
First of all, I didn't get a phone call.
You didn't?
So I haven't told the story to anybody yet. I didn't get a phone call. I'm doing press in New York for Daddy's Home 2.
Right.
And I walk into my hotel room and he's sitting in my living room at the table. by himself. James Bond style. Like this. And I was like, well, this is what we're doing. We're shooting 5 days. And I was like, wait a second here. I got a beard. I'm 30 pounds lighter. I start shooting a movie the day after Thanksgiving. Right. And then, to boot, I've got big holiday plans with my family and all that. But I was like, we got to do what we got to do.
I like that they both were like, we'll do what we got to do. Just one was paid heavenly for.
Yeah, and I don't, we don't know what he was working on another project at the time, so maybe it was taking him away from another project, so I'm sure maybe that's why his people got involved and said, well, to do this, he needs to get paid for it.
But it is that larger conversation. Interesting, as I was saying, I have 2 girls and a son. So I was talking to my daughters about this. They're like, what do you mean? Like, we get paid less than a little crowd? Like, that's absurd. There should be something when something like this happens. I know sometimes when, when people in the entertainment world do things, events, whatever, there's sort of a favored nations clause where you're all paid the same. Yep. It's like, you're here this amount of time on set, you're here this amount of time on set. It's equal, so you're all paid the same. In this case, that should have applied. It should absolutely apply. Natalie plays the music, the countdown to the Winter Olympics in Pyeongchang. Are you feeling it? Oh, I am a bit full swing. The only bad thing about this is you leave me for 3 weeks. It's come up so quickly. I can't believe it's here already. It feels like we were just in Rio and all the fun that we had. You can't come, but it's tough to be gone for 3 weeks. Remember that with the steak dinner at Polish Michelle? Anyway, of course, while we were knee-deep in all the Globes coverage this past weekend, the U.S. figure skating trials happened over the weekend in San Jose. I was there Friday teeing it up for the Today Show. There was a little controversy, though. One of the longtime favorites, 26-year-old Ashley Wagner, didn't make the team. Well, prior to the committee's decision on who was going to make the team, Ashley, who had just given her performance, then she was very outspoken after she received her scores. She said the scores were too low. She said at the time she was furious at the judges. Her reaction received a lot of criticism for saying sportsmanship. This morning on Today's Show, here's what she had to say.
Are you sorry you spoke out the way you did?
No, I mean, what you see is what you get with me, and I pride myself on being honest and open, and I think that at the end of the day, based on the selection criteria, they absolutely made the right call with the team. Those ladies are getting ready to go to the Olympics, and I support them entirely.
Do you feel that they unfairly singled you out in some way, or judged you harder than the other?
I think the only thing that I question is my scores compared to my scores in the past. I scored more on the second mark in my short program than I did at a competition that I was injured at.
Some people said, she was only 4, she should have been more gracious. I don't understand what you said, but now, if you had a chance to ring the bell and just say, maybe I'll change my tone some of the words, would you have changed any of it? Not one thing?
No, I don't think so. I think that, I have a lot of experience in this sport, and I know what I consistently, where I usually fall. So I'm allowed to question things, but question things only in relation to myself. I think that these girls earn their spots.
I like her on the other girls. Even on that night, she said, listen, the other girls are phenomenal. We've got a great U.S. team, and I'm proud of them. I think she was furious, though. Was it the scores, or was she mad at herself? It's probably a combination of both, and that's why she spoke out so, fiercely the night of the competition before they actually named the team, which you wonder if that hurt her, too. Was it the tone, and I think that could have perhaps played a factor. I mean, we know that when it comes to the judging of these events, there's always some controversy, especially with figure skating. I just think about exactly. When Tanya skates out and says to the judge, which I guess didn't really happen, but that happened, but not what she said in the movie. You know, it was one of the best parts of the movie. But then I think about these women, back to Ashley Wagner. I mean, it's once every 4 years. Yeah, you work your whole life. Or think of all those hours on the ice. And then you get there, it's your one moment, you kind of feel moving away a little bit potentially, as we all should be. 26. This is her last chance at, the Olympics. She is an alternate, though, we should point out. She came in fourth. Who made the team, though, we should say, is Brady Tennell, who came out of nowhere. I mean, she was amazing. She came out of nowhere. She's incredible. She's a young girl, 19 years old from Illinois. Then who came in second is Ryan Nagatu, which there's history there, too. And explained about his third, his parents Ken. But that's why it got very interesting because for Sochi in 2012, she was 14. I forget the year. No, 12. Yeah, we just had Dario. She was picked over Ashley, Mariah. Ashley was picked over Mariah at the time, and people then said that was a huge controversy because Ashley came in fourth at that competition, but she got on the team, so she had her due, she had her turn, and now Mariah clearly came in second at this competition. Her turn. I just can't wait seeing them up there, and I get so excited when they start going backwards for the big move. I get so nervous at home if I fail. I'm like, come on, chillax. Look who's here, Natalie. My neighbor, our friend Angela Bassett is here with a great new show. Oh, I can't wait. The tough street cop on Fox's 911. What's it like to play a first responder? Oh, and another strong female lead that Ryan Murphy always does, and she portrays so well. 14-year-old social media star JoJo Siwa is here too. We're going to get her thoughts on Logan Paul's YouTube controversy because she's talked about it on her Twitter. I lent her my jacket today and she is wearing it well dazzled. And he's keeping Terry Bradshaw, Henry Winkler, George Foreman, and William Shatner in line, or is he? Better late than never. Jeff Dye will join us. Cheers! Woohoo! He is so funny, kid. Also, take advantage of groundbreaking technology used by dermatologists to treat signs of aging. Yes, please. Red light anti-aging therapy and how you can save more than half off with today's Woo-La style. How cute is that? That's so adorable. Thanks.
Emerge restored, fortified, replenished. Emerge every day with Emergency, packed with B vitamins, antioxidants, electrolytes, plus more vitamin C than 10 oranges. Why not feel this good every day? Emerge and see.
Hey, it's me, your dry skin. I'm craving something we're missing. The ceramides in CeraVe, they help restore my natural barrier so I can lock in moisture and keep us protected. We've got to have each other's backs and fronts. CeraVe, what your skin craves.
Dear Fresh Pet, Rudy got older and stayed. Then we found Fresh Pet. Now Rudy's 13 and going on 3.
You eat well and take the highest dose statin you can to lower your LDL bad cholesterol, but still aren't getting where you need to be. It can be a real struggle. Now there's a different way to reduce LDL and get on the path to dramatically lower numbers with Repatha. Repatha works differently from your statin to help clear LDL. When taken every 2 weeks, Repatha plus the highest dose statin drove down LDL on average 71% more than a statin alone and 63% when taken once.
Do not take Repatha if you're allergic to it. Repatha may cause serious allergic reactions. Signs and most common side effects include runny nose, sore symptoms, flu or flu-like symptoms.